Alright, so before we get into the video today, I just wanted to remind Frank Cuclis and Max Davis that the offer to send Frank the $2 bill from 1976 and Max the quarter from 1976 still stand. If you're able to find my Discord, which hopefully isn't that difficult to do, then yeah, you can just hit me up there. And definitely just send that to you in the mail. Me just ramming it to Amy Hicks there as usual. Yeah. So once again, because Max Davis won the shootout, he wins a bicentennial quarter, and because Gil Samaya won the All-Star race, he gets a bicentennial $2 bill. And, yeah. As for me, just another happy hour session. Yeah, that wasn't pretty long. Hello everyone and welcome to Dover Downs? Dover International Speedway? Dover Motor Speedway? In Dover, Delaware for the MBNA Armed Forces Family 400-100 laps around the Monster Mile. It's a rather unassuming 1 mile short track, but it's one of the most difficult to master in NASCAR. And I believe that few really have. So, I don't know about you, but I think that this race is shaping up to be a cracker. We've got Daniel Volas on pole today alongside the GOAT. That's pretty interesting. We've got Steve Morgan and Christian Brackett. We got Patrick Smith and Eli Wolf. Max Davis, Amy Hicks, Chris Harvey, Montero Salin, Ashley Schonevald, Colin Cropley, Simon Uzcon, Riley Spurley, Reggie Fogelman, Andy Thomas, Adalberto Franco, Ari Taiki, Sabrina Lego, Jenna Fogelman, Agata Sato, Joey Trickle, Matthew Burnett, Nathis Wells, Rocky Johnson, Eric Monaco, Mo Zane, Joe Allen, Reagan Whitlock, Harry Langestein, Bob and Flobo, Stasio Pique, Leroy Jenkins, Anthony Charlebois, Dylan Eberhebian, Lyle Austin, Gil Samaya, Gerald Pepper, and rounding up the field, Lucas Evans and Brittany White. So, once again, it's going to be a 100-lap race. And, oh, crikey, it's been about 2 weeks, I think, since I actually recorded the last video, which was the Coca-Cola 600. I've held off on recording this race for a number of reasons, not least of which school getting in the way. So we've got a bit of a bit of a strict schedule because got to walk my dog every morning, feed her, all that good stuff. Make sure I get everything prepared. And I have to leave for school early because it's always a bit of a pain getting to school, finding a parking spot, and then walking all the way to my first class of the day. Yeah, pretty time-consuming process most days. And of course, the morning, when everybody has left already, is the best time for me to record the videos, but sometimes I just don't have enough time because, of course, these videos usually take about an hour. Races last about 50 minutes or so. So today was pretty much the first day that worked for me. To get this video underway, green flag is out. The GOAT beats Daniel Willis to the line quite easily here. Follows right in front. It looked like he was going to turn across the bumper of Daniel Willis' car and spin himself out, but he hasn't done. Steve Morgan here on the inside, looking very good. Out of turn 2 there. Also my sort of sore throat problem, I think it also fixed itself. But general allergies seem to have replaced that. I'm constantly teary-eyed. I've been sneezing. And, I feel like there's still, phlegm in my throat. So I'll try to just power through all of that here. I'm still very bunched up at the back of the field, but it's really low front. Single filing out. It seems that somehow Joe Pepper managed to drop from his place in the 19th row and is currently running last on Leroy Jenkins to provide us some company. Brittany White, I believe, actually started in 40th spot this race, but she's managed to get her stuff up into 33rd, which isn't bad at all. But there's Gerald Pepper, and here is the GOAT running down the front stretch of the turn 1 here, so I don't think it's actually going to take very long for him to catch up to the back markers in this race here. Daniel Willis runs second here, Steve Morgan third, Eli Wolf fourth, Max Davis fifth. I might have just done a Murray as in that couple of hit Christian Brackett falling very close along the fellow Dodge driver. Oh, that reminds me. Wait, yeah. I finally figured out, it's not a Dodge Charger, it's a Dodge Intrepid. So the Dodge Intrepid RT. And of course I wish that the NASCAR software actually said Intrepid instead of simply RT. In fact, actually, these don't even say RT, do they? They don't. Yeah, the Ford Tauruses, surely. See, the Ford Tauruses say Taurus somewhere. Yeah, here's Taurus. Monte Carlo appears on the front of the Chevy. We have to look a little further than the GOAT to see the notice, but your top 3 are RCR or DEI cars. There's Monte Carlo up in the front. Eli Wolf also driving Monte Carlo running the field. There's Patrick Smith and the Pontiac Grand Prix. I'm sure there's one around here somewhere. There we go. Bradley Spurley, Pontiac, and in front of the car says Grand Prix. So why doesn't the front of the Dodge say Intrepid? Was Dodge too ashamed to admit that that's what it was? Let me see here. Oil sludge. Doesn't seem right. They switched to the Charger, so very good. Been a little bit boring so far in this race here. The GOAT trading paint with the wall there. Only on lap 9. Not much happening at the moment. We'll run through the order at the side here. And I guess the most important thing to figure out at this point is when the GOAT's going to start marking like Joe Pepper. Sit back, enjoy the show. There's too much going on right now. Honestly, this race was recorded 2 weeks ago, so I genuinely forget what happened, so I'm going to be just as surprised as everybody else in the field once we actually get through the race. But oh, that's the GOAT spinning! GOAT hard into turn 1 there, sliding up to the outside, saving the car, making a bit more contact, but Daniel Willis and Steve Morgan able to get by without much incident. Let's have a little bit of an instant replay there. So, just as I was telling you that I don't remember what happens, that does. So, yeah. GOAT just steaming his way into turn 1 there, really driving it too hard. And he's lost first and second to Voiles and Morgan, respectively. Eli Wolf almost having a good look at third spot from the GOAT. Yeah, is in third and drives the number 3 car. You love to see it, but not exactly the best of circumstances for the GOAT, of course. Eli Wolf and Max Davis follow closely behind. Christian Bracken, Patrick Smith, Reggie Fogelman, Simon Forsberg, and Asher Shonenwald round out your top 10. Things again looking pretty spaced out here. Oh! Okay. Well, we also have an answer to when the GOAT is going to lap Gerald Pepper, but seems that more accurately, Gerald Pepper is going to retire from this race. And so he's going to be scored as 86 laps down, I think. He's scored 87, 88, something like that. So yeah, Daniel Voorless currently leads the race, followed by Steve Morgan and the GOAT, to GM Goodwrench Chevys. Other things in the rest of the field. Chris Harvey runs 11th. Harvey. Colin Crofty runs 12th. Riley Spurley 13th. Andy Hicks 14th. Paul Salmon 15th. Sabrina Lego 16th. Alberto Franco 17th. Agata Sato 18th. Mathis Wolf 19th. And Ari Taiki runs out the top 20 here. Then we got Thomas Samaya, the winner of the All-Star race. Didn't he also win the Coca-Cola 600? He did win that. Let me just go back to YouTube here. I gotta be honest, I sort of delete all the files from my computer because they take up a lot of space. So basically, I've already deleted all of the previous race files, both the original recordings and also the Movie Maker files. Hopefully nobody's too gassed about that fact, because of course these yeah. We also won the Coca-Cola 600, so Charles Bois, Johnson, Triple, Zane, Jada Fogan, Monaco, Burnett, White, Allen, Langstein, Abrahamian, Evans, Flobo, QK, Jenkins, Warlock, and Austin. That's the rest of the running order there. Good stuff. So, as you can see from your fastest lap times, Max Davis is running 3/10 behind the GOAT, 22.7 for him. Then there's Reggie Fogelman, Patrick Smith, Simon Özkan, Steve Morgan, Eli Wolf, Daniel Boyles, your current race leader, Ashley Schottenfeld, and Christian Bracken ahead of Max Davis there. As you can see that there's a 2/10 difference between 11th and 20th. We've got one between 21st and 30th, and then of course Gerald Pepper. Actually, just slightly slower than Lyle Austin, who's currently running last in this race. Really not having the best of days here. Again, as usual, things are just a little bit more bunched up. It's a two-wide action at the back of the field, but the rest of the field has a mostly single file now. You can see that some of the drivers just below the top 20 seem to be duking it out, trying to get themselves into 20th. Currently occupied by the number 20 car of Mathis Wells. I'd love to see it. Kind of a boring race so far. It's the sort of thing that we're used to. Once again, we got the two Goodwrench Chevy Monte Carlo cars. Let's see if we can have some good racing here. Good overtakes from the GOAT. Not the sort of thing you expect, but obviously the GOAT wants a good result here. After DNFing once again at Charlotte, a race that he was so well in, but unfortunately, thanks to Steve Morgan, of course, the GOAT's race ended up being cut short. Which was no fault of Morgan, but the GOAT doesn't care. Doesn't make distinctions. So yeah, seems as if he's not having the easiest of times attempting to make this overtake here. Let's change the camera perspective. Everybody here is oh, see, our own group, which it should be so. But as we imagined it to be. In fact, I don't think that the Monster Mile moniker gets applied to Dover for a while. Maybe in the late zeros, early tens. Dover Speedway. Dover Motor Speedway. Dover International Speedway. Oh! Oh, the goat took second place here. I didn't see it. Well, hopefully you did, because I don't feel like even going for the instant replay here. But well, might as well take a look. And yep, the goat trying to retake his lead, scraping the outside wall down the backstretch. I think we all heard that. Wow. It seems as if Dover's capacity is only lowered over the years, dropping 80,000 seats since 2002. That's a little ridiculous. I don't understand why that's necessary at all. Here comes the goat down the inside, sending it. Is it good enough? Side by side through turn 4. That is the goat retaking the lead without much issue here, trying to get across in front of Eric Monica there, maybe going a little bit too early, but he has the position stuck, no problem at all. He has to go back into the lead again. I have no idea what's going on in the rest of the field there, but I don't know that much. Nickname of the White Lightning, used in the initial years after the track surface changed from asphalt to concrete. Monster Mile nickname came about in the mid-70s. Very cool. You'd think at some point Steve Morgan might try to push the car a little bit. Overtake here, but I guess everybody knows the reputation of this track quite nicely, and try to just play it safe here. Okay, you see quite a lot of cars pushing it. Look at that. There's Lyle Austin. We're on lap 32 right now. Lyle Austin's still on lap 31, of course. Only now does it look like the leader's coming for the shot the back of the field. So, this has been a really quiet race. It's nice to put on in the background. Of course, he had me yelling because I thought that there were some interesting moments earlier, but even those weren't all that special. That's the goat just slamming Lyle Austin into the wall, heading into turn 1 there. Clearly not pleased with the man occupying what he feels is his line down the front stretch through turns 1 and 2, so he's made sure to get that sort of no problem at all. Hopefully people like Leroy Jenkins and Joe Allen here brought their brown pants. Jenkins, here. Hey Joe, what you doing? Taking the goat out! Ooh! That wasn't really taking the goat out, but the goat clearly just did not have the correct line there, and oh, in trouble with the goat's engine now. Got too much damage to his car. Not sure there. Gotta look at that replay. Once again, Joe Allen spelling doom for his allegedly his friend, allegedly Joe. Well, you're a Hitalia fan, so you must not be very trustworthy in the first place, but yeah, that's the goat, just turning in too early, and having a hard lick on the wall there. I think there's some clearly damage to the front left wheel housing there. Jenkins has been able to get past the goat here, and just problems with the goat's tires as well. Max Davis. Really, Max Davis has fallen all the way down to 9th spot without us noticing. That's cool. Not good for Max Davis, but whatever. Starting lap 36 here, and despite some kerfuffles with the goats, again, things have been rather quiet. This is definitely the kind of racing making dinner, playing a game. quietness a little bit more. And that's the goat turning Joe Allen into the wall, expressing his displeasure. Damage to Joe Allen's car. Doesn't seem that bad, but yeah. It just kind of seems as if the goat's engine's not putting as much power as usual, but on the other hand, it just kind of seems that everyone else is going rather slowly here. Lucas Evans, a very slow and quiet overtake on Harry It's a good overtake. S.p.A, a man who isn't paired up with William Wolf at present, and thus languishing in the back of the field. He's attempting to make up some positions here. Seems that Reagan Whitlock is about to shift positions to PK and performance that she had in mind here. Goat's been able to lap Leroy Jenkins once again. Past Reagan Whitlock. Jenkins also moving past without much issue here. And the Goat gets away from Dylan Everheen without much issue. Now, Willis and Steve Morgan also making their way past Lyle Austin. Eli Wolf runs fourth. Patrick Smith in fifth. Richard Fogelman has sixth. Christian Brackett seventh. Those kind of Max Davis, three of the Dodge Intrepid cars were 7th, 8th, and 9th. Rounding out your top 10. Here's Chris Harvey. Appears to have overtaken Asher Shadowball. He's previously in the top 10. This race. Coach managed to get by PK and Langstein. The order on the right side. Honestly, the letters ASMR came to mind, but I don't think that's what I'm doing. Believe it or not, I kind of find ASMR sus, if nothing. So, I don't think I'm going to brand myself that way. But, yeah, Joe Pepper here, 30 laps down, 31 laps down. So, I believe that the math is, yeah, since he retired on lap 12. Genuine last place finish for Joe Pepper. Perhaps Brittany White would be semi-pleased with that. She's not having a very good race today, languishing in the bottom 10. At least she has a DNF to it. Bobby Flogo alongside the Goat. Jada Fogle and Alberto Franco. Two more Ford Taurus cars. Anyway, the Goat scraping the wall just a little. Here's Alex Santo. Here's Matthew Burnett. There. Goat's tires are getting heavily worn out at this point. Even this race, you need just a splash of fuel, just a splash. But the tires are definitely going to get chewed up on this here Monster Mile. So it will be necessary to make at least one pit stop. I'm not sure if there are two necessary. I forget. Where the AI made two pit stops for some reason. At least part of the field did. And as usual, fidgeting with something on my desk. That's something that I end up noticing if I ever do watch the videos back. So I'm going to try to avoid that. Attach myself and stop. I've got a bicentennial quarter on my desk here, but actually $1976 $2 bill. I'm sure that I've only ever had about 4 of them in my life. Most of the 2s I've had actually have been from the most recent printing, 2017A. Which of course makes them Cheeto bills, which I'm not entirely pleased with, but whatever. $2 bills are usually rather worn, which is, on the one hand is quite surprising, but somewhat comforting, because it means you can always expect, it would appear that they circulated decently enough. But on the other, I'd much rather use a nice $2 bill to pay for something as opposed to a rag. None of them have ever been like super terrible, but they have. Oh dear! What the hell was that? We're approaching the midway point of this race here. That's the goat just sending teammate Zane into the wall. Zane nearly coming across and taking the goat out with him, which he would have had every right to do, frankly, given the absolute lack of respect displayed by the goat there. He's coming up on teammate Anthony Charlebois, with whom he'll hopefully behave a little bit more politely. Mathis Wells has fallen to 22nd and is being lapped by the goat. Already Tanky behind Amy Hicks, who rounds out your top 20. Tanky, the winner of the, what was it called? The race in Richmond. I forget what it was called. Getting nudged out of the way by the goats. Who begins lap 51 here. That's the goat riding Amy Hicks's bumper here. Amy Hicks, the unfortunate victim of the goat's antics in happy hour, but safer now. RU Tanky almost taking advantage to have a look at an overtake here, but look at these lap times here. They've fallen from 22 to 23 to 24 to 25 for most of the field here. So again, definitely feeling the effects of tire wear, but of course once they pit, well, that's going to be solved, and the lighter fuel loads will definitely improve lap time. We're on the Monster Mile here today. Apparently the rule also has changed about your order here, but Daniel Boyle is not able to lap nearly as many cars as the goat here. He runs second, Steve Morgan is still third, Line Wolf fourth, Patrick Smith fifth, who seems to be getting boxed in by some of these cars here. Ricky Fogan runs sixth, Mr. Brackett seventh, Simon Oskan eighth, Max Davis ninth, and Chris Harvey are much top 10, so those positions haven't changed very much at all. Back fourth, time to look at your goat here. Next on the chopping block is Annie Thomas, because the goat has managed to get past Montero Sound much issue here, so yeah, not quite the absolute domination leading every single lap from pole that we saw in Las Vegas and California, because of course the goat started second behind Daniel Boyles. Eric Monaco did used to drive the 8, didn't he? Yeah. And Isaiah Monaco was in the 1. Of course, there was one more Monaco in the 15. I think it was Ryan, maybe? But yeah. I haven't actually managed to make that slip up until today, which, to be fair, comes again after quite a few days of having not recorded one of these races. So, yeah. Again, yeah. Seems as if the goat's just going to put on a nice dominating job. There's Eric Monaco ahead of the goat now. And, oh, that's the goat heading into the pits here. Alright, this is some action. Bit of excitement. Look at all the cars on pit road right now. Lots of the field having headed in already. Piling all the way here. You can see some of the front runners, like there's Steve Morgan. I believe that Daniel Boyles is kind of pissed up already, perhaps. Heading for it. A bit of an unusual entry angle to pit road there. That's pit stall more specifically. And oh, yeah, that's not good news for the goat there. He's been unable to change his left side tire. So he's going to suffered a lot of damage to his car, of course. So he's also going to have to deal with, among other things, yeah. Daniel Wool is possibly overtaking that car. But, yeah, this definitely shakes things up quite a bit here. Take a look very closely at your scoreboard to see where you are here. Goat gets passed by Steve Morgan here. Is that the Goat coming out? Very, very far in the back of the field. Did Eric Monica manage to get past him? Yes, indeed. Not Eric Monica. Daniel Volas. How do I get? I made a mistake again. Uh-oh. Yeah, that's not great. Not only has the Goat come out behind, quite a few positions behind, in fact, but his left side tire is still quite worn. May very well be absolutely necessary for the Goat to come back and replace those tires as well at some point. Seems like it would be in the Goat's nature to bring out a caution for that reason. But yeah, as you can see, Daniel Borlas currently leads the race now because the Goat had a very slow pit stop despite only being able to receive right side tires. Massive bout of misfortune as usual for the Goat here. Take a look at your running order real fast. It seemed that Eli Wolf won second, teammate Reggie Fogelman in third. Max Davis runs fourth here, Silent Rosepound follows in fifth. Patrick Smith sixth, Steve Morgan seventh, Chris Harvey eighth. Croppley ninth. Losing positions. Losing positions here to Samaya and Spurley. Shadowball as well. Oh no, that's just an absolute disaster for the Goat here. Those left side tires really slowing him down, and that's the Goat turning Shadowball around. I knew it. I knew it. Shadowball gets sacrificed to bring out a caution. What a dirty bastard this Goat, I tell you what. I bet he's quite pleased with himself. Not a care in the world about the fate of your Daytona 500 winner. Where's she going? Completely missed her car there. But whatever. There's the Goat once again. Big shot of all this. One of those people who. Okay, so yeah, there's another issue that I have to bring up here. Brittany White and Lucas Evans get stuck in limbo for the rest of the race. I remember that now. So that's not great. Whatever. Yep, so that's the Goat heading into the pits. There's Shadowvault. Looks like she'll be okay to continue. Her rear end looks like garbage, awfulness, sadness, disappointment, power, corruption, and lies. But yeah, should be good to continue this race. And the Goat is going to change those left side tires, no problem at all. Seems there's still some damage left to repair on that car here. So coming out ahead of the Goat. Yeah, I don't know what happens here, but yeah, basically, White's stall is right in front of Evans, and they both decided to come into the pits at the same time. So Evans is stuck right here, White's stuck right there, and they basically remain there for the rest of the race. Not even joking, nothing except, I guess, the Goat trying to shove either one of them out of the way could have possibly rectified that situation here, but, well, not sure how lucky this is for Daniel Voiles, considering that, of course, he was leading the race, and he had quite a nice gap between himself and the cars behind, but now it looks like that gap is going to be reset in a second now. So, yeah, gonna restart on lap 68, pretty short caution, I think, when we restart. Daniel Voiles is going to be leading Eli Wolf, Reggie Fogelman, Sal Roseman, Max Davis, Patrick Smith, Steve Morgan, Chris Harvey, Colin Crowley, and Gil Samaya. Those are your top 10. And on the inside line, of course, we have Shawbois, Taiki, Burnett, Wells, Flobo, Hicks, PK Sato, Johnson, and Jana Fogelman. A few other cars heading into the inside line right now, so we're basically going to have a very nice two-lane restart here. In fact, I think that the inside line is a bit. It's going to be starting at the back of the outside line. Here we go, boys. Once again, underway here. 33 laps to go. It's gonna be a nice comeback job for the GOAT. Lots of work to do, lots of ground to cover. But for now, Daniel Willis can see himself a little bit comfortably with the race lead and possibly the win in the bag as well. Daniel Willis not had nearly as good a start here. Riding alongside R.U. Tanky, and Charlebois managed to jump out in front and is following closely behind the number 8 car here. Wolf has managed to get past Wolf, so much for that. A little bit of dilemma there, but well, seems that besides the GOAT, it seemed very difficult, if not impossible, for any of the top 10 to actually make any overtakes in this race. So I think that as long as the GOAT doesn't come to spoil Daniel Voiles' fun, he's going to be on for this race win here with 31 laps to go. There's a good spinning there. Surely he was. The GOAT spun through turn 1 there because now he's fallen far behind Sabrina Ortega. This is definitely not going to help his chances of coming back and trying to get this race win. Retake the lead in the race. Things filed out, spaced out once again. Quite nicely. Mix of cars in the lead lap and cars down on the lead lap again. I don't really see why anybody thought that was a good idea. There's got to be a good way to figure out the lap car situation. Honestly, just letting all the cars who are a lap down, circle around and get themselves back on the lap would probably be much preferable. Or maybe the first car 2 laps down. Perhaps the sort of setup we have right now is probably good enough. So, the GOAT making the break down the cars there. Shot him off with Lego, the 2 Eminem Dodge cars. Not sure if anybody can hear my dog right now, but she's been an absolute menace yesterday and today. Good stuff. Sliding there to turns 3 and 4. Apparently he's managed to get past Joe Allen without taking either him or himself out, which is impressive. Yeah, this is a very tough job for me, as you can see. Not exactly going to be the easiest ask in the world. As you can see, I certainly am trying there, making a bit of contact with Mosaic. Gets into Leroy Jenkins' car. In the mix. Somebody else just sorts bills by serial number. It's series and then just 1977, not that bad. I think it's still spendable. Of course, it comes from the bank, but yeah, obviously going to find that there's some people who don't trust it because it doesn't have a security thread. These two are both 93s, one looks a little bit better than the other, because they both have security threads because of the 90s. But, I seem to remember, times where I gave the cashier 2 of these, and they had security threads, I believe. Yeah, they had security threads, but apparently she ran both of them through this, counting machine or whatever. I guess I don't know, it must have been maybe a counterfeit checker. But yeah, she said that one of them was okay, but the other wasn't. So go for the 20s. And, you know, that's an interesting thing about Barnes & Noble. I believe it's been addressed in another video where a man performed a social experiment to see if cashiers would take a bill without any security features. It's quite clearly a fake. In that case, it was quite clearly a fake, but yeah. Apparently at Barnes & Noble, if they can't take your bill, just give it back to you. Even if it's rather more obviously a counterfeit. Casino would never do that. Anyways, it's lap 82. We're still in 12th. I think Daniel Willis has this race in the bag. If the GOAT were really any good at the Monster Mile, then he would have absolutely smashed the rest of the field here. But Daniel Willis running a very boring race. All right, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. Willis, your race is boring. It's a boring race, but got to give you credit where credit's due. Driving all 100 laps here. Extremely consistent, like a machine, because you're a computer. But yeah. Good stuff there, and I think, yeah, pretty sure that, yeah, until the end of the race, Evans and White will continue to be stuck here in limbo. Really stupid, but whatever. Eli North continues to run second here, followed closely by Matthew Clark on 20th. First of the cars with a lap down. Close, I feel like close. Reggie Fogan in third. Ari Taiki 21st. Patrick Smith runs 4th, Anthony Sharp runs 22nd, Samuel Özkan 5th, Lee Gordon 6th, Stassi PK 23rd, Mathis Wells 24th, William Salter 25th, Max Davis 7th, so once again falling behind. Not sure what that's about, clearly just not having a good day, but managing to keep himself in the top 10. That was nice enough. Chris Harvey 8th, Wilson 9th, Autumn Flow 26th, Shane Fogan 27th, and Colin Crowley in the top 10 here, but left. Yep, look at that. Riley Sperling 11th. The GOAT's able to get past him without much issue here. Crowley next on the chopping block. Crowley, of course, knows what it's like to have the GOAT on his rear end and to find himself spinning around uncontrollably in the aftermath of such an event. So, yeah, hopefully the GOAT can keep it clean here. Gil Samaya is next, but he has 3 other lap cars to contend with before he can get his hands on him. Definitely the target for the GOAT will probably be Steve Morgan, his fellow GM Chevy driver, who he clearly does not have any love or respect for. Once again, I'm pretty sure that Daniel Willis wins this race. Conclusion. Doesn't seem to doubt the fact that, yeah, there's pretty much no way he doesn't win this race unless the GOAT decides to slow up and take him out, which doesn't help his own chances here. I'm sure a lot of people for a second there thought that Jayden Fogan was going to spin the GOAT out. Of course, they're signing blame appropriate here, because yeah, if that would have happened, it would obviously been a good result. So, it's on lap 90 now. And, now he's on the back stretch. Will is ready to start lap 91, certainly by now. So I guess new series bills haven't come out yet. Unfortunately, they're printing every single one except for 2, which really angers me. Because of course it means that we're going to have to, you know, we're still going to have to deal with the Cheeto bills printed under the reign of the Cheeto. I can name him. It's not that big a deal. I made jokes at his expense before he was champ, but I think you're quite aware. It's not Uncle Joe. It's Uncle Joe's predecessor. made. Very quick work of Chris Harvey and Max Davis here, running alongside Gil Samaya now, the man whom he was unable to beat for the All-Star race victory. Seems like Samaya's going to put a little resistance. Put up a little resistance there. Some of the weirdest dreams in human history, I think. Is Leroy Jenkins out of this race? Not sure what's wrong with Leroy Jenkins, but he appears to be 5 laps down. That certainly came from nowhere. But yeah, this has been one of the most boring races ever. It certainly wasn't like that for me. Obviously, you know, 100 laps around Dover is no easy feat, but I managed it without much issue here, but couldn't make it a little bit exciting. Unfortunate. Getting past Steve. Somehow I think I don't even end up getting past Steve Morgan, which makes me. What the hell? Daniel Voiles is in the pits? Daniel Voiles is in the pits? What the hell is that about? From the race lead, Daniel Voiles. Oh, he had to get a splash of He had to get a splash of fuel. Oh no. Oh, what an absolute disaster for Voiles. He was going to run out of fuel. Eli Wolf inherits the race lead here. Reggie Fogelman runs second now. It's going to be absolute biblical scenes for Hendrick Motorsports here. Eli Wolf. Wolf. My sisters always make fun of me for not being able to pronounce TH correctly. But yeah, Eli Wolf. At one point your points leader hasn't had a win up to this point. Strong results, and I think he's managed to remain not in the top 5, at least in the top 10 this whole season. But yeah. Finally gonna see victory lane, it looks like, as long as he doesn't dive into the pits there. Absolute disaster once again for Daniel Voiles. But yep, Eli Wolf wins the race. Can the GOAT beat Steve Morgan? He can't. He was so close in the end there. Steve Morgan rounds out your top 5. That's the GOAT riding alongside to trying to get his message across. But, oh, what a disaster for Daniel Voiles. Led so many laps this race. Now he finishes as the last of the lead cars on the lead lap, 19th. Massive amount of misfortune there. Eli Wolf comes out from nowhere. I believe he only managed to lead 2 laps today, but of course he led the most important one right there at the end. And that's the GOAT trying to get into the wrong pit stall there. No idea what that was about. Overshot it a little bit. Yeah. Heartbreak for Voiles. He clearly felt that he was not going to make it to the end of this race without that little fuel stop there, but probably would have been much more worthwhile, I think, to just try his luck, see if he could. But yeah, I actually accelerated in time about half an hour, and these two are still stuck here like this. So yeah, they finished 44 laps down, but being scored as finishing is a little bit too generous for those two. So let's take a look at your official results here from the MBNA Armed Forces Family 400 at Dover International Speedway. Eli Wolf wins the race today after leading only 4 laps. As you can see, Daniel Voiles led most of this race, 54. But again, you all saw it. He dived into the pits. He got that splash of fuel. He came home only 19th here. Reggie Fogelman finishes second today, an absolutely fantastic result for him. The guy who's languished at the bottom of the fields for most of the season so far, but slowly making his way up there. Patrick Smith, Simon Özkan, Steve Morgan round out your top 5. The GOAT, Samaya, Chris Harvey, Max Davis, and Colin Cropley, the top 10. So finally, Colin Cropley gets that top 10 finish. You'll love to see it. Here's to quite a few more there. I mean, yeah, Colin Cropley has quite clearly expressed his displeasure with his results thus far this season in the comments section. So I think, top 10, definitely making his way up there. Disappointing day for Max Davis, who started 7th, found his way up into, I think, 5th or 4th at many points in this race, but just didn't have the pace today. Kept getting overtaken. So probably a forgettable race for him. Spurley, Trickle, Thomas, Monaco, Brankin, Sound, Shadowvald, Footlego, Voiles, and Burnett rounding out your top 20 here. Burnett, the first of the cars to finish a lap down here. Taiki, Charlebois, PK, Wells, Sato, Flowo, Jaina Fogelman, Franco, Hicks, Whitlock, Langestein, Zane, Austin, Johnson, Allen, and Ibrahimian all finished one lap down today. Leroy Jenkins 5 laps down. Evans and White, technically, sort of, kind of, well, they were running, but as for whether or not they really finished this race, that's definitely debatable. But of course, Gerald Pepper retiring on lap 10 with a piston failure, it seems like. And yeah, well, what a shame. He probably would have been lapped 90 times anyways, if he'd actually remained out there on the track. So let's take a look at your point standings here. Patrick Smith is your points leader now. Eric Monaco 2nd, Simon Özkan 3rd, Christian Bracken 4th, and Gil Samaya 5th. So yeah, Eli Wolf still in the top 10 here. He was your points leader I can't speak today. Very early on in the season, but has found himself down in 9th after some rather mediocre performances, but that race win's definitely going to help his case. Daniel Voil is settling for 19th today. Well, he's down in 6th, which is still pretty good, but yeah, again, massive heartbreak, I think, for that guy there. Joey Trickle, 7th, good stuff there. Ari Taiki, 8th. Stasio PK, 10th, just behind Eli Wolf. And Reggie Fogelman, 11th, so 3 of your Hendrick Motorsports cars there, good stuff for them. Riley Spurley, 12th, Chris Harvey, 13th, The GOAT, 14th, Matthew Burnett, 15th, Matt Wells, 16th, Bob and Flo was 17th, Steve Morgan, 18th, Max Davis, 19th, and Anthony Charlebois, 20th. Once again, Morgan and Davis, who started the 3rd race of the season, managing to get themselves into the top 20. So, your bottom 20, Jaina Fogelman, Shadowvald, Sound, Sato, Thomas, Footlego, Ibrahimian, Zane, Jenkins, Austin, Langestein, Colin Cropley, long way to go, but I'm sure he'll get there. Finally has a top 10, as mentioned. Hicks, Evans, Franco, Whitlock, Allen, Johnson, White, and in last place, where he probably belongs, Gerald Pepper, who, yeah, I mean, let's be entirely honest here. Brittany White did not finish this race, so she still has a over 50% DNF rate in our eyes. Apparently not according to the game, but yeah, she definitely did not finish this race, so what a joke that is. Again, it's just occurred to me that Martini has more points than Sevilla, even though Sevilla won a race. Huh. So, yeah, laps completed. The GOAT's definitely going to be at the bottom here. Ouch. 929 out of 1,116. Most laps completed. Matthew Burnett was 0 DNFs. Let's take a look at your no DNFs drivers this season. Well, Martini and Sevilla are among them. But yeah, only 4 drivers have completed all 13 races this season. Matthew Burnett, Max Davis, Gianna Fogelman, and Agata Sato. Well, for Davis it's only 11, but yeah. Fogelman, Sato, and Burnett, despite mostly putting on mediocre performances, to be entirely honest. Burnett obviously the best out of those 3. Yeah, they managed to finish every single race. Very nice. Patrick Smith in the illustrious 10 top 10s club. Most top fives, also Patrick Smith. So yeah, your points leader, definitely no slouch. But of course, the GOAT has the most wins. Monaco and Samaya share 2. Smith, Özkan, Taiki. Wolf joined this club, along with Shadowald and Sevilla. Shadowald, of course, who won the Daytona 500, but hasn't put in the performances since then, frankly. And Sevilla only ran 2 races, but managed to impress in the second one. So good stuff there. Next race, the Pocono 500. I meant to look up if this actually has a legitimate name in the future. Forget what its name is in the future, but whatever. We'll just go with that. The Pocono 500. I don't know about you, but it's shaping up to be a cracker. It's been Hanafood. It's been a time and a half an honor, and I will see you in the next video.